The unimaginable has happened. It's a bright, sunny, blue sky day, and I have finally submitted my tax return. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day. Hello, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in to Bamboo Betty TV. If you're new here, I'm Betty, and I go on about cats, plants, snacks, and knickknacks in a feel-good vlog every Friday. I have one adopted daughter called Begonia Coconut, who I adore and I've written books about and poems about. I'll share those with you later. I rescue dying plants for my garden. I made little videos about that as well. I make and eat and talk a little bit about the sort of cultural history of various British snacks. And I go out treasure hunting in the flea markets and thrift stores of northwest England, bringing back my haul, and I share that with you on a Friday. Well, let's get stuck in. This week, as I said, has been mostly consumed by HMRC, that's the Inland Revenue, and compiling and submitting my tax return online. Do you know, honestly, it's not that bad to do it because for years the form, sort of the submission form for putting your accounts in, was so glitchy and terrible. But it seems to be vastly improved for just kind of simplifying everything. It couldn't be much more simple, to be honest. There was nout. Zero. Well, no, a little bit. But anyway, I haven't bought much. Because I haven't been out very much. And to be honest, that's an absolute lie because I'm sat here looking at it all now. There's loads, don't worry. So get a cup of tea. I've got my B cup today for good reason. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got malted milk biscuits, which I call a sort of starter biscuits. They're like baby rusks for grown-ups. There they are. They're ever so sweet. They pose no risk whatsoever as a biscuit. You know, some biscuits are quite aggressive. A little bit hostile. These, they just melt in your tea. Well, you have to dunk them, and then you kind of whip it quick to your mouth before half of it drops off in your cup, and then they just kind of dissolve into like a sweet mush. So that's my snack of the day, malted milk biscuits. Sweet. First things first, let me introduce you to this handsome fellow. He's so French, he's so bohemian. I went to the little town where the flea market is on Wednesday, but I went on Monday, and I just kind of went to get out of the house and away from a tax return. Didn't expect to find very much, but went with a sort of open mind. Sometimes, as you know, if you've listened to my other vlogs, I'll sort of fixate on something and then it seems to manifest, and that's really exciting. But this time I was like a complete blank canvas. I just thought, show yourselves, treasures. And I went into a few shops, didn't buy anything, and then I went into one that I always find something really interesting and exciting in, and I did a proper recce, like a full breakdown of all the shelves. Well, I didn't break anything, but you know what I mean. I did a full, is it reconnaissance? No, that's not. Anyway, I just scoured the shelves and the racks for anything interesting. No jewellery, no knickknacks, no dresses, no coats, no nout. And I sort of got to the door and I stood in the open door, double door, hot on my back, cold on my front. And there was like a force field that said, turn around. And I stood there for like a couple of seconds longer than was normal, so I just turned my head. I just turned around a little bit, and I looked at a rack that I never normally look at, a hat rack, and over in the distance I could see something that was just kind of beckoning me in, like, Betty, Betty. Walked straight across to it, diagonal straight line, and unbelievable, incredible, new old stock, new with tags, 1960s little velvet burgundy berry. Designed for a right impression by Bill Horsman. Made in England. Honestly, I mean, it's just impossible now to find a new old stock like this. Oh, look at it. It's immaculate. I don't know who owned it, but they stored it. I don't know how they stored it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to touch it because I'll grubby it up. But it's like it was made yesterday, but it's 1960s berry. It's very small. It would sit on the back of the head. I'll probably try and insert a little picture of Twiggy wearing one. But there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the fabric. It's mint. There's the inside. Look right, and it's got the original sale ticket on it, $5.99, which probably would have been a fortune actually, in the 60s. So there it is, unworn. Normally when I find something like that, I just get so excited, I rush to the till to pay for it. But this time I was just standing there with it in my hand thinking, literally thinking, if there's one, there's more. What's going on? This is incredible. Blue, same, exactly the same. Blue, a go-go, Twiggy berry. There you go. Thanks very much. I didn't find this week. I've had this a little while. But this one is an Italian 1960s little baker boy cap, and that would have been one on the back as well, back of the head. It's tiny too. It's no good for my big noggin. But this one's Italian. And there we go. That's by Raffaello Pettini, made in Italy. Beautiful. So directly on from my hat success, I was so excited. I was so happy. I had a little spring in my step. I went into the next shop and found this on the top shelf. Now, when I first saw it, I thought that's really gorgeous, and it's from TK Maxx. But it was right up height. I couldn't really reach it. So I got another little knick-knack and I sort of scooched it forward with like a toast rack. Don't worry, I don't recommend doing that. I'm a little shorty, but I've never broken anything in a shop. I just save it to when I get home to break it. So I found this and I picked it up and I had it in my hand and it was unusual. I just thought, oh, it's one of those sort of Indian pieces from TK Maxx, which are absolutely gorgeous. TK Maxx, Indian style silver tone leopard print, leopard head, which I'm going to paint gold any minute now. Been planning to do that for about 2 years. But this just felt a bit different and I couldn't really understand why. And I hummed and hawed. I thought, should I put it back or should I just get it? So I opened it. It didn't smell like something that just came out of a factory, and it's really, 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 really heavy. And I kept looking and closer and closer, and it wasn't until I got home that I saw sort of silver polish in the grooves, in the, you know, like in the repoussé indentations. There's absolutely nothing on the bottom. I keep looking, hoping that it'll be some sort of stamp, like foreign, or even better, a hallmark. But there isn't. But it's definitely good quality. I don't know if it was made, you know, last week or a few years ago, or if it's a sort of lower grade silver. And there's one listed for between £100 and £300, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Anybody know? Please leave a comment if you recognise that immediately. If you've seen it on the shelves in Target. Or if you know that it's a priceless work of art, please leave a comment. Thank you. I love it. It smells like silver polish as well. I mean, someone's been, you know, buffing it. So it's gorgeous. Weighs a ton. Moseyed on down the road with my hats and my tin, and in the next shop I found this gold. Oh God, I love bees. It was quite expensive, but it was absolutely irresistible. It's so heavy. Got home, did some research. It turns out it's a Gorham crystal, a garden serenade, clear beehive honey pot with a gold-plated bee finial. No less. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's got bees in the crystal. It's got a really weighty base. I mean, you can hardly lift it with one hand. Certainly not your left hand if you're right-handed. It's got the little boop there for the spoon. There's no honey stick. Is that right? Is that something else, a honey stick? Anyway, there's no little wooden Twizzler, but you've probably got your own special spoon for your honey. I just can't believe how gorgeous it is. Because I've done my tax returns, this will be for sale on my eBay from Sunday. But look at him. Hi. Oh, there's so much detail. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the bees. I can't wait for when the day they all arrive back in the yard, and it's always a special day. And I know people say, oh, you're probably a mad old bee lady, but there's one day where everything started to come alive. There's obviously the smell of sap and nectar in the air, and they all arrive in the yard, and they've got a sort of flight path, like a bee flight path that comes down the side. They come and say hello. They fly right up to my face, about 6 inches from my snout, and they look me right in the eye and they say, "Hi, Betty, we've missed you. We're back. How's everything? How's life? Where are the flowers? Please, we've come for lunch." And it's the most amazing day. Oh, I love them so much. So yeah, the reason I am selling this one is because I've got more of my own that I'm keeping, not for sale at the moment. Let me show you. Wait. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, God. Amazing. These are Portuguese, I think. Yep. Secla, made in Portugal. Fabulous studio pottery, little vintage honey jars with a big old rumped bees on the back. Look at my hive. Aren't they adorable? I found 3 in a charity shop and they were absolutely filthy. And I bought them and I thought, oh God, they'll have to sit in the bucket of bleach for a while. But they came up beautifully. And then a few days later, I was in another town miles away and I found one individually sitting by itself on the shelf. I just couldn't believe it. I thought, a set of 3 is lovely. It's very comforting. I like a 3. But a 4, perfect, magic. So I picked it up, and as I picked it up, my whole world went into slow motion and fell apart. I almost dropped the lid, but my sort of instincts took over, and I literally just dropped everything I was holding like a clown's car. My big umbrella went, my bags went, my coat fell off my back, everything just fell to the ground so I could desperately grasp onto this jar and stop it from falling. The whole room froze. And I said, "I'm sorry." And the woman behind the counter said, "My God, that was incredible. Don't worry about it though. It doesn't matter if you dropped it." I said, "No, it does. You don't understand. I've got the set at home." It took me about 10 minutes to recuperate. They had to get gas and air to revive me. But anyway, we all got home in one piece. So yeah, I love them. For sale, for keeps. Next. Do 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 do. I didn't get this here in England at the flea market. I bought this new in Bangkok from a little artists and designers market, and I just thought it was the best necklace I've ever seen in my life. Isn't it amazing? It's quite weighty, brass back with little enamel beads. Oh, I can hear Begonia. She might come down. I think she's up. I found these in the drawer when I was looking for something else, and I bought them from a charity shop last year. It was in the winter, and I thought, should I get them or should I leave them for someone else that will definitely use them? Because I'll probably lose them, and I did lose them, and now I've found them just in the right time. So I got all four for, I think they were for £1. Hi, darling. Hi, Begonia. Here she is. So I've got some wreaths, which I think are that classic 1970s sort of bulrush style fluffy feathery wreaths, some evening primrose seeds, and some ponytails. And what's this one? It is, oh, clary sage, fantastic. So yeah, I'm thrilled about finding those free seeds, really. I mean, I paid for them a year ago, but now they're free to me. Hi, darling. Come on. Come on. So I'll put those in a couple of weeks and show you what happens. What else? I got this. Had a lovely chat in the shop with the ladies, and I wouldn't normally have bought this because, hi darling, Baggy, it's Begonia coconut. Hi, do you want some lunch? Do you want some lunch? Have you just come to see what's going on? She's been asleep in her flamingo bed upstairs after watching out the window for about 2 hours waiting for the neighbour's cat who... Hi, darling. Hi. Begonia coconut, she's not a sharer. She's not a mingler. She's more of the sort of a murdering type. Absolutely hates other cats. Doesn't seem to mind dogs. Quite friendly with humans, adores me, are super affectionate with me, but other cats must die. And for some reason, she sort of has taken a bit of a shine to the neighbour's cat, and I don't blame her. He's mighty fine looking. He's all big and grey and fluffy. I think I'm going to get bitten. Oh no, she's off. So yeah, so I bought this. It was a £2, I think, on the top shelf, and I just sort of put my hand up because I love a box. And this one I saw was Dance Ballerina Dance. Sounds more like an order, doesn't it? Made in Japan, so probably late 50s, 60s. And I would have put it back, but I had a quick look inside, and hang on, 2 hands for that. And look at the colour. Oh no, no. 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 There we go. That's good colour match. When I opened the box in the grey old light, it looked like that scene in Pulp Fiction, you know, when John Travolta opens up the boot and there's kind of shining gold inside. It was a bit like that. It was sort of like a da-da. Thankfully, it wasn't wound up, so the music didn't play. But I just bought it for the yellow. Enough. More boxes. I love boxes. I just love boxes. I don't even have to put anything in them. I just love having boxes. It's like the promise of treasure inside is enough for me. But this one's absolutely gorgeous. It was £2, and it's a vintage Terry's Chocolates box. They make something called a Terry's Chocolate Orange now, but they've been going for ages. They're a sort of a heritage brand, really, very English. And a Terry's Chocolate Orange is synonymous with Christmas. Everyone used to get one in their stocking. Oh God, they were amazing. Used to tap it and unwrap it, and it was all in segments. I don't know if they sell overseas, but they're so delicious. Really tangy, sort of soft, melty chocolate, and it comes in an iconic box. It did change a little bit, just like everything did. They probably had to make it cheaper, or the company was bought out or something like that. I don't know for sure. That might be a complete lie. I'm just making it up. But I know it changed. We all know chocolate changed. So now it's a little bit gritty, and it's a little bit more sort of slidey in the mouth. Oh, still gorgeous though. I have to go and buy one. So yeah, this would have had chocolates in it, but obviously you'd probably put jewellery or sewing equipment in it now. Isn't that beautiful? It might end up on eBay. I do love it, but I need space, and if I want to keep, indulging my needs of going out treasure hunting, I've got to start reselling properly. So it'll probably go on eBay. So if you're interested, I'll put a link to my eBay shop in the description underneath the video. There's a little arrow that says more. If you tap the more, information will come up underneath and there'll be a link to it in there. Thanks so much. Oh, drop me a message if you're interested. Thank you. I got this one at the same time from the same place, £2 as well. It's a tiny little bit faded on the top, but inside is gorgeous, very 80s. So obviously the lady who had that one also had this one, and yeah, that'll go on eBay as well. Gorgeous, lovely. Tulips. This was a really exciting find. I found this in a thrift store, and I bought it because obviously it's very good quality. I knew straight away it was Irish, obviously. It's Mullingar pewter. But I bought it because it has the heart and hands emblem on the top. And I've got lots of jewellery from the jewellery bags with that. And I'm trying to research more about it just for my own information. And I'm sorry, I just simply don't know how to pronounce it properly. I've done the Googles and I've done the, like Google translate sounds. And I said a clodagh. It could be Claddagh. If you can pronounce it properly and you can spell it out phonetically in the comments for me, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. Any Irish people watching, I'd be very grateful. So this is lovely. It's got a pewter Irish Celtic border down the sides. It's got the emblem. It's glass. It's leather. I bought it for me, but I think it will go on eBay because it would make a really beautiful, stylish Valentine's Day gift. So that'll be on eBay on Sunday. Thank you. And the last knick-knack I got this week was this fabulous 90s sun face, little wall hanging plaque. I'm starting to get a nice little collection of those. Very jolly, fabulous. Hi, have you had something to eat? Yes. Have you just had some lunch? We've actually been outside and she's found some leaves to chew on, and I've finally managed to pluck up the courage to pull the cover for the garden sofa out from underneath the garden sofa and confront everything that's taken up residence in that over the last few months. And I've put it over the sofa because remember that sunny morning? I think the snow was coming. Yes. Was that tasty? Not a vintage knick-knack or anything of the like, but I just got some feathers. They were 50p. There's 4 in there. I think I had some grand idea of making begonia coconut like a headdress, a sort of glamorous 1920s deco headdress. I'm not sure how she'll feel about that. So they'll probably just go back in the bag forever. Yeah. See ya. Okay, next I'll show you the few fashion pieces I've picked up. I bought it last week and I already can't remember where I got it. But it's a fantastic 80s red pinstripe slouch coat, tapered, sort of tulip shape. And unfortunately, someone has already taken the shoulder pads out of it. It would have had a much more striking, structured silhouette. But it's incredible. It's an amazing clean condition. Oh, imagine how stunning that would have been with the shoulder pads in. What I might do is try and find something else in the charity shops that is in really terrible condition and take the shoulder pads out of that, put in here, and resuscitate it back to its original glory. Isn't that great? Amazing. Yves Saint Laurent did a red pinstripe suit. It was a sort of a jacket and skirt, and that was a whole Yves Saint Laurent look. This is obviously not Yves Saint Laurent. It's actually by It. Let me show you that. It. And baby, it is It. Fabulous. I found this absolutely spectacular 1970s maybe, or early 80s Austin Reed of Regent Street. drop dead black velour. It's got like a rainbow glitter um, embellishment on the skirt with a stunning hippo. Woohoo! Yeah, Austin Reader, Regent Street, absolutely gorgeous. Cocktail party heaven. So if you fancy yourself in this, it's on eBay now. Please take a look. Thank you very much. It's not vintage, but I just wanted to show you this because it's absolutely amazing. It's a new with tags, a Frank Usher black shimmering poncho. And I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I thought, what? It's absolutely spectacular. It's got massive holes in it. And first of all, I thought, you what? Why? And then when I picked it up and I tried it on, I realised it's absolutely spectacular design. It reminded me of the early Vivienne Westwood King's Road look, where they had the ripped jumpers and the sort of, 77 punk look. This is obviously not. This is modern, but look at the size of the holes in this. Hello. But when you put it on, you feel like $1 million. But it's not $1 million. It's going to be for sale from Sunday on my eBay for £26. This I just thought would look incredible on the beach, pulled over a bikini, or just wearing out and about, casually fling it over your head like a spider's web. If you're looking for that vampire goth princess look, this is it. I would definitely keep this for myself. However, I live with a constant burden of catching everything I'm wearing on door handles. A door handle in this house that I haven't been hamstringed by. Is it hamstringed? Anyway, hijacked by. So I can't keep it. It's too much of a danger for me. Speaking of danger, Cheesy Quaver banging raver, anybody? I swear to God, when I saw this, I thought, what's going on there? Is that a skater's dress? Like a proper ice dancer's dress? And then I realised it was too long for that. And then I remembered, oh yeah, a seed. This was not the kind of dress that I would have worn at the time, but I might have just casually, in passing, tried it on this time round. Oh, it's amazing. It's made out of the most incredible thick lycra. I don't know if you'd even get that now. It's the quality of the gauge. The fabric gauge is phenomenal. Phenomenon. Maybe it was something that was made for swimsuits, but it's really thick and substantial. It's got classic skater girl skirt, neon pink, new rave, total bangers, top to it. And this would have been at every festival and every fire twirling, juggling field known to man in the 90s or late 80s. Oh, it's fantastic. I want to keep it. I want it to go in the collection, but I can't. It's on eBay, or it will be on Sunday. Hi, darling. But Connie, you look amazing in that. She's more of a sort of house coat and big booty slippers kind of girl. Aren't you, love? Yes. Iconic 1970s kissing children pendant. What's different about this one is the size. It's absolutely huge. Look. It's a statement, for sure. This is already listed on my eBay. That's up for £12. So if you like the look of that, it could be yours. But I think it's absolutely adorable. Oh, I love it when everything's together. It always looks like Nefertiti's tomb. Look at my gang, my bees. So that's everything. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I'd be absolutely delighted if you subscribed. It's completely free. Just tap the subscribe button and that's it. Nothing else happens. You'll just see my videos come popping up on your screen when you go onto YouTube. You don't have to watch them though. But I'd love it if you did. So have a lovely week. If you get out there, I hope you find some fantastic treasures too. And I will see you here, same time, next Friday. Bye-bye.